Everybody ready? You guys ready?
Let's see.
Okay. Good morning and welcome to the Committee on Public Services. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Kenlock,
Present.
Commissioner Hattis, Commissioner Baydoun,
Here.
Commissioner Palomero,
Here.
Chair Mareki.
Here.
You have a quorum present.
Thank you. Next item.
B, Chairwoman's remarks.
I have none, except I do want to say, again, the road crew, this weather's been like crazy the last couple of weeks, and good job to the road crew and to DPS. Yes. That's right. That's right. Go Lions. Okay, next item.
C, approval
I hear support.
Yeah.
Any changes, questions? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next item. Oh, we can vote on this too.
motion carried.
Okay.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
Okay, next item.
Item 1, under new business, forwarding the December 2023 report of all complaint calls made to 1888 road crew.
Any questions on this? Comments? All right, we'll take all of these at the end and do a resolution at the end. Next item.
Item 2, requesting commission approval of a performance resolution required for the 2024 permit for maintenance of county wastewater systems in Michigan Department of Transportation rights of way for governmental agencies.
Okay, Patrick. I think the next two are yours. Good morning.
Good morning, Patrick Cullen, Department of Public Services, Environmental Services Division.
Okay, so this is about a permit that we need to have whenever MDOT requires us to change from the last permit.
That's correct. Yes, this is specifically related to county-owned wastewater systems and more specifically the Rouge Valley Sewage Disposal System. We also operate wastewater interceptors associated with a couple of drains as well. And so anytime we need to do work in MDOT's right of way, they require a permit from us. And so this is our last permit was actually pre-COVID, and they've just been kind of carrying it on from year to year. They've asked for a new resolution and a new permit this year.
And so it's not necessarily a yearly permit. I mean, it could, I know the last one was 2017,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
You're saying because of COVID, it dragged on a little
Correct.
longer, but
Yeah.
is it normally before that, like a yearly permit?
They claim that it's an annual permit, so we'll see how they handle this moving forward.
Okay, yeah.
We're not
here
going to
goes
come back to you
that.
unless we really have to.
All right. Any questions on this? Okay, next item.
Item 3, requesting commission approval of a resolution authorizing the publication of notice of intent to issue revenue bonds for improvements to the Rouge Valley sewage disposal system.
Okay, you want to comment on this?
Absolutely. This is the third round of loans that we are going to for state mandated improvements to the Rouge Valley sewage disposal system. We are under an enforcement action to implement these improvements to eliminate sanitary sewer overflows into our surface waters. This particular project is going to be involve sewer lining, manhole rehab and repair, and the replacement of a significant sanitary sewer section located in Warren Valley Golf Course in Dearborn Heights. So this is the biggest of the three asks that we've come for, but we have a lot of work to do, and there's a lot of work in the hopper. This is being funded with Clean Water State Revolving Fund dollars, which is a revolving loan fund at low interest rate. Up till now, it has not impacted the ratepayers in the Rouge Valley system. We'll see how this plays out over the next few years as we work on the rate packages. But these projects are to improve water quality and to really make the system more efficient and airtight.
And the total of this is 50?
This
50
particular,
This is 30,
this
yeah.
one's 30. We previously had 10 and 5, basically.
Okay.
So this gets us up to 45 or
Okay.
50, right in that range. And I would note too that this is just the authorization for the notice of intent. We have to publish the notice that we're going to issue bonds for 45 days.
Okay,
And we'll be back to the commission for actual issuance of the bonds, and then the contracts associated with this work are going to come to the commission for approval as well.
Sounds good. The notice of intent, that just has to be put into one newspaper?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah,
If anybody reads those anymore,
I know,
but,
I know. I think we usually go to the Detroit Legal News.
oh, the legal
Yeah.
news. Yeah, I'm sure people read that. They read the other ones, but I mean, it's different than it used to be. Okay, any questions on this? All right, thank you. Next item.
Item 4, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to a construction contract with Warhorn Electric to add new items of work and adjust quantity changes for the traffic signal installation at Denton Road, Ridge Road and Salts Road intersection in Kent Township.
Okay, it's about $25,000. Any questions on this one? All right, next item.
Item 5, requesting commission approval of Amendment 3 to a cooperative agreement with a 1-year option to renew with Herc Rentals to continue providing as-needed heavy equipment rental to maintain county roads, bridges, pump houses, and maintenance facilities.
Okay, is anyone on here on this? You could just give us a kind of an update on this. This is for $1,300,000. Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners, Steve Shea, Division Director of UPS Roads. So this contract extension or an amendment per se is we usually rent equipment, cranes for our bridge work to do our RFAs. We also have pickup trucks with plows. We lift bucket stuff that we don't have that we go ahead and rent this. So it's real critical to our operation needs.
Okay. Especially for bridge and pump houses, which we're
Correct.
always concerned about.
Yes, ma'am.
Questions on this? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next item.
Item 6, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to a 3-year professional services contract with 1 2-year option to renew with Tree Man Services LLC to continue providing tree removal and trimming services for the Department of Public Services Roads Division.
Okay, and there's no change in the dollar amounts, but it's, oh, sorry, Steve. If I knew you were here for this one, would have you. Why don't you give us an update on this? We're only using one company now, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So Tree Man Services really helps us out a lot, especially with tree removals. We're backed up on that. And the heavy removal, especially like in Redford Township, you got some humongous trees over there. They're approximately vary from 70 to 100 inches in diameter. So there's some big trees, and he does a pretty good job for us and assisting us with the removals.
So is that, and I know we let the contract, or we got rid of the last company.
Yes.
But is one company enough to do all this work?
Well, between them and our forestry division, they usually will handle all the removals while we do in our house. We do all the emergency runs and everything else.
Okay. All right. Questions on this? There always seems to be questions with tree removal. Go ahead, Commissioner.
Interesting, because I'm actually sending Andy an email right before we're talking. So who's actually over forestry, so I can copy them on that?
Doug Jesse, but I'm over that division.
Okay, so yep, I'll copy you on it.
Yeah, yes.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Yeah, right.
It's using your time effectively.
The last few days when down the road, when we went south.
You want to put your, no, not you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
You can.
We put a lot of hours in trying to keep the public safe and maintaining our roads. So
Good job. And
Thank
it's
you.
crazy. I mean, nice skiing weather, then it's just a pile of slush.
correct.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next item.
Item 7, requesting commission approval of Amendment 2 to a 2-year professional services contract with 2 1-year options to renew with American Generator Sales and Service LLC to continue to provide generator maintenance and testing at various county facilities.
Okay, is there someone here on this one? Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning to the chair and Commissioner Body.
Good morning.
All right, Daryl Jones, Facility Management Division, Director of Management Planning.
So is this kind of contract going to change when we open up the new facility? Will they still keep their eye on things, but we're not going to need them
So.
much?
I'm sorry, finish up, Commissioner.
No,
Okay,
yeah.
so primarily, so just to give you a history of this, it was a solicitation that was sent out maybe last year because of all the changes that we're making. And a lot of these properties that were removed off the general testing is necessarily going to be covered under the CJC. So that was the process of getting those certain properties that we have left on there. And I think the commissioners asked for about Road Patrol, which necessarily is a property we're still evaluating, but yet it still has to be tested to make sure that the generator is safety, because even though we have trailers outside, the individuals are using the building for restroom areas and service equipment.
Are you talking about the Henry Ruff?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay. All right, so the rest of the stuff will go into the CJC when it's all new and sparkling
That is the
clean
plan.
and running well.
Mhm.
All right, any questions on this? All right, thank you.
And no money's owed, so.
What's that?
And no money is owed on this.
Yeah, that's a good thing, yep.
Madam the Chair, I move to approve the entire agenda.
Okay,
We already have a motion by Commissioner Baydun and support by Commissioner Kenlon.
Fine.
oh, I'm sorry,
So,
yeah,
okay.
I'm not seeing this up here. I need your password, Cheryl. I want to put it publicly out there. Okay. Now I can see it. All right. So we have an approval by Commissioner Baydun, supported by Commissioner Kinlock. All right, any questions or comments before we vote? Okay, go ahead and vote.
Motion carried.
All right. 5-0 to pass it on to full board. Next item.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
I have heard of none. Next item.
G, public comments.
All right, anyone from the chamber here that would like to address the Committee on Public Services? All right, have we received any emails?
No emails were received.
Okay, can you see anybody on Zoom with their hands up?
No hands on Zoom.
And if anybody is on Zoom or on the phone that would like to address this, you have 2 minutes and go ahead. All right, seeing no one, hearing no one, next item.
Adjournment.
Okay, all right. We have approval and support to adjourn. We are now